Hi, I'm Shereem Herndon-Brown, founder, president, CEO of Strategic Admissions Advice, and today we're going to talk about service. Today's November 17th, which is the founding day of the most glorious fraternity in the world, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, which is a service organization. I start with that because it's very important that you ask yourself and your child, how are they serving? What are they contributing to others in order to not just make a better world or to build on their resume, but because good things happen when you give to others. And I want to say that in all honesty, that even as part of the college admissions process, colleges are looking for kids who are givers. There are questions on the applications about what have you contributed to your school environment? What have you contributed to your local neighborhood or vicinity in which you live? And then they ask, what do you think you can contribute to us? It is very, very important that you understand that service, civic engagement, making a contribution is something that colleges are very, very aware of. They want students who are givers, students who are going to use this opportunity to go to college and not just make themselves better, but make the college better. So, what does that mean your kid could be doing now? I'm a big believer in mentorship. How does your child engage with younger students? Students who may learn from them. Remember, if they're a fifth grader and there's a second grader, the fifth grader looks like a superhero. So imagine what your high school kid looks like right now to younger students. In a perfect world, they would give themselves in some kind of mentorship, sharing, contributing in a positive way to other people's lives. Does that mean that they need to work with kids per se? No. They can work with elderly people. They can work with veterans. They can work with people who need help, who need guidance, who need structure. And if your kid doesn't have that, I'm sure if they play soccer, they could referee a small game. If they play baseball, they could umpire a t-ball game. They need to be giving of themselves in a way that's authentic and genuine, but also for them to understand that this is part of life, right? The cycle of life in terms of being a giver. But yes, colleges pay attention to this stuff, and it's very, very important. This past year, I'm so super proud of this kid, and I'm appreciative that his parents allow me to speak this to them. He's big into fantasy football. Loves statistics, math, and science kid, but loves fantasy football, plays in 3 leagues with his friends, but is a great way of analyzing things. He offered himself to his school. He goes to a school which he'd been at for 12 years as to teach fantasy football to fourth graders. Amazing experience because these fourth graders who looked up to this kid who's in high school as being their superhero, he was able to teach them about statistics and math and how to analyze trades and value and assets. Things that, again, go into professional sports that people get paid millions of dollars to consider. But more importantly, these kids, these fourth graders, were able to have this bigger, wiser person in their life. And that made him feel good because he was influencing them in a positive way. But they were also teaching him about the kind of person he wanted to be. We wrote about that in his college essays. We wrote about how he contributed to his school, how he made someone's life better, and how he was teaching them something without them even knowing that he was teaching it to them. The bottom line is that I want you and your child to be thinking about how can we be givers, how can we serve, how can we help others, because it's important that colleges know that that's an authentic, a genuine contribution that your child is making. And mentorship, I think, is a great way to go. So I say all that. If you're looking at a small liberal arts school, believe me, that's going to be very, very important. If you're looking at a place in a school of education, right? What is the background that your child has to promote that they want to be in a school of education? You want to make sure that you're considering all aspects of the college admissions process, whether it's the transcript, the grades on a day-to-day, whether it's standardized testing, if that's still important, the essays, I'm big on that. But there's also a resume, which should include arts or athletics or service or work or internships. That's very, very important. So please, please, please understand that service is good and that you and your child need to be thinking about how they're going to make a contribution to the world in order to not just be good human beings, but also to show colleges that this is who they are and they contribute historically and will going forward. If you need more help, you want to have a strategy session with us or a discovery call, please, please, please go to strategicadmissionsadvice.com. We're here to help you. We hope you have a great day.